Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our little home office crypto project, which we started during lockdown. Over the last 8 months, 7 months, we have followed the chia project, which we decided to leave due to uh, feeling uncomfortable the information policy and the general transparency of the project. And as you can see, we have uh, published our switch off video about 5 days ago, and as a sign of the divine intervention, on the exact day that we decided to end our chia project and to switch to Cardano because of uh, better transparency, higher market volume, and higher liquidity. The chia coin almost doubled in price at the same day, which I saw as a kind of divine intervention because Cardano also slumped by about 5% the same day. So I sold all my wealthy possession, all my earthly possessions, disowned my children, divorced my wife, and made myself up for a 40-day resting period into the desert sun. But yeah, unfortunately, due to my lack of energy, I didn't manage to do all that. So in the end, Chia is back down and Cardano is back up. I still have my children around me, and yeah, we will see how it all works out. Yeah, but it was funny. I mean, after long deliberation, and we really had a lot of discussions what we are going to do, which project to follow, and on that same day, the market goes wild. Yeah, it was fun. If you look at what happened over the time which we actually followed the chia project, so you see there was a steep decline in the value of chia and also a steep decline in the volume of chia trading and a steep decline on information and basically on the quality of information about the project. And uh, yeah, and on the very day we decide to end working with the project, we see the market going wild. But anyway, as I stated in the video, even a higher price for chia wouldn't change our uh, decision because of the lack in transparency and the lack in market volume. And exactly, yeah, basically, we're back to where we've been. And this spike in chia price underpinned basically what I said in my last video about the volatility and the low volume in chia. The moment the volume actually picks up either to the down or to the upside, the swings are remarkably. So this whole episode basically underpins what I said, that in a market with a market volume that low, the price hikes or highs or lows are just unpredictable, and that is something which I don't want on a project I work in the long term. And even though the market volume has picked up a little bit from 20 odd millions to 30 odd millions, that doesn't change it very much. And anyway, so I'm following the crypto market for a few years now, and we have also been following the Cardano project. The main reason to go into Chia was that we have been uh, somehow enticed uh, by the way you could farm chia. We actually thought it would be a good thing to support another way of uh, farming, which is less energy intensive, but the whole project is restrained by the still high energy costs you have if you want a decent return on your investment, the relatively high investment cost, and the problem that if you don't want to run into high energy costs or high energy consumption, then you have to invest in Chia, which is uh, a no-no for us because of the high volume of pre-mined coins and the resulting risk. So what we decided was our previous second best bet would become our first, and we swapped to Cardano. We followed the Cardano project over the last few months without actually investing too much time. Just what we did was read the Reddits and read the general information coming out of the Cardano eco network. So first thing you need to know is you are entering uncharted chartered waters if you want not only to participate in the Cardano ecosystem projects, but if you also want to invest in IADA, which is the Cardano token, then you are entering uncharted waters. There is no regulation, there is nothing which saves you from losing all your money. It is it is an environment where you have to be very, very cautious, completely unregulated. You have no form of redemption. If you transfer your money into a wrong wallet, it is gone. You have no means of retrieving any funds you have invested if something goes wrong. So that is what you need to know. Of course, you can do better or worse, but whatever the outcome is, if the proverbial hits the fan, then you lose your money. And in the moment, uh, at the moment, the things you can do with your Cardano, with your investment, are pretty limited as well. I mean, obviously, the returns, if things go according to plan, are pretty good. And in my opinion, the long term stability for the project, the outlook is pretty good. But if it comes down to utility, then the the things you can do with your Cardano at the moment are pretty limited. But just to uh, highlight one of the key differences to some of the other tokens, Cardano actually is a living ecosystem, has a living ecosystem, has a plan, a roadmap, which is transparent and also has people at the helm who obviously know what they're doing, and with all the imperfections from what I have gathered over the last years, it is one of the only projects in the ecosystem which is actually controlled by its participants and not by some completely unaccountable people in the background. Cardano has the least volatility of all the major tokens, apart from the stable coins, which are stable coins. So in the long run, it has the lowest yield within the altcoins over the last few years, which managed to survive, but that is surviving. Survivors bias. There have been a lot of coins which didn't make it into the first 6 anyway, but that is an argument for us to invest in Cardano as well, because it has a huge market volume without the attached volatility you have in Bitcoin and you have in Ethereum. So we are basically investing into the safest bet, and we hope that we do things right. So what I would advise, if you want to invest in ADA and if you want to participate in the Cardano ecosystem, then you would first have a look into some of the Reddit discussions on the main Cardano Reddit, which you find on Cardano on www.reddit.com Cardano, and you just read through it and make yourself comfortable with the community, have a look at all the different subreddits and see how if the Cardano ecosystem is something which fits your personal needs and wants. And I would also advise you to discover the Cardano website, which is at cardano.org, and then have a look into what and who and how it's all managed, the three arms of Cardano, the Cardano Foundation, the input output, and the Imugo. So that those are the three arms of Cardano. That is what the whole Cardano project is all about. And then there is the Cardano coin, the Cardano token, which is called ADA, and ADA is coming from Ada Lovelace, a 19th century mathematician, not in any kind of form related to Linda, who has been famous for other reasons. But that is the first steps you should take before you think about investing your money into crypto and then investing it into Cardano. The question then is where and how to buy. There are three main exchanges where you also can buy Cardano. It's Coinbase, it's Binance, and it's Kraken or Kraken. It is basically all the same. Wherever you invest your money, you have to say goodbye to your money when you invest in it, because the moment you decide to invest your money into cryptocurrency, you're basically transferring it into an asset which has no intrinsic value at all. So you are investing in a Ponzi scheme, and you have to be aware of that. Ponzi scheme means you rely on the prospect that there will be a greater fool than you are and who will invest more, who will be willing to pay a higher price for your ADA coin than you yourself have been willing to pay. But on the other hand, you're also investing in an ecosystem which might yield some future inherent value because of the unlimited amount of transactions basically possible with or piggybacking the blockchain technology. So what we can hope for is that, given the same progress as the internet made between 1980 or 1973 and 2021, if we look at the same progress between 2011, when Bitcoin started to take off, and 2040, then we might look at an ecosystem where we can do work contracts or any form of contract piggybacking the blockchain, buy and sell houses, cars, whatever, without the need for a bank account, just with our crypto wallet and a little bit of knowledge about the blockchain technology. That would be amazing, and if you manage to be part of that from an early stage on, and you know what you're doing, there might be some opportunities in that. And you might not regret that you invested time and money into the blockchain project called Cardano. So the next step after you have uh, informed yourself and read a few days, weeks, the first thing you need to do is to install a wallet. There are a lot of wallets uh, you can install install, but I would advise if you start, you should or you should do the recommended thing from the Cardano project, install either the Yori or the other preferred wallet. There's nothing in here because I don't want to share every information we have on the internet, but no, I would like to share every information we have with the internet, but not all which we have, not all our private finances. So I have installed a wallet just for information purposes, which we will use for small amounts of ADA. We have also opened a Binance account, which where we have transferred a few ADA into, so you can see it's about 200 quid, 200 pounds worth of ADA, just to have something to show. And yeah, we will also give a little bit of overview about the projects we will work with or we are working with. So the first step would be to register with a broker. After you have installed your wallet is basically your personal safe where you can store your ADA if you want to take ownership of it, because as long as they stay with your broker, you basically do not own them. Only once you've transferred them into your personal wallet, then the token are yours and yours alone. That is why I would advise to transfer the tokens into your own personal wallet if you don't want to trade on a daily basis. So trading would mean, if you want to trade on a daily basis, then it might be a good idea only to transfer the tokens into your personal wallet the moment you have finished trade or finished trading, and give it a bit of a rest. or to withdraw your funds from your broker if you want to change it back into fiat money. So after you've registered with your broker, whoever it is, you need to verify your account with all the whatever online exchange you register with, Coinbase or Cardano or Kraken or whoever you decide to go with, is create an account. And the next step is you need to verify the account. So that depends very much on the country you live in. There are different regulations for different countries. In some countries it is not legal to buy crypto at all. So that is something you have to be aware of. Not everywhere in the world you are allowed to buy crypto. And yeah, for the verification you need a webcam and a passport or driver's license. Then you go through the verification process, which can take a few days if you're unlucky. In our case with Binance, it took about 4 hours to verify the account. And then you are able to buy ADA with either your credit card or debit card or via bank transfer. And then once you own the cryptocurrency, you can participate in the ADA project by staking your ADA. We will talk about staking ADA in a later video. That is about what we intended to show in our first one. So the main goal for our first video is to make you aware that if you invest your money into Cardano, into crypto, you need to know that you are in uncharted waters. You need to make yourself aware what the Cardano or ecosystem is. You need to install a Cardano wallet, then find an online brokerage, say goodbye to your money, register with the broker, verify your account, buy ADA, and then in the next video we will talk about taking part in the project and staking ADA, where you have different opportunities and different outcomes depending on your preferences. So for the moment I decided to stake with Binance just for the Christmas period, but I wouldn't advise to stake with the brokerage if it were not for such a small amount. So if you have bigger amounts of crypto and you want to stake your ADA, then I would strongly advise you follow the information available on the internet and find a safe way for yourself to stake, or you just wait until you can watch our next video where you can follow our path and maybe have make a better founded decision over about how you want to proceed with your ADA in regard to staking. So what we decided at the moment is we staked with Binance for a 30-day period just to make sure that we are not so much involved in the market movements at the moment, just to say, just to make sure that we just take the time and make our decisions. The rest of the cryptos we have is still locked in a personal wallet, so we will be just following the market and see what kind of projects we will support and what kind of staking pool we will join. So yeah, that is it for today. So over the next 30 days we will make some videos about the projects available, and then we will make a video about what kind of project we will actually follow, what kind of staking pool we will choose, and then we will make some videos about the prospect of our ADA projects and ADA outcomes. So I wish Chia all the luck in the world, but yeah, for us it was time to say goodbye and to switch to something which fits our views better than the experiences we had over the last 7 months or 8 months, where we followed the chia project. Have a very good day, enjoy your time, and yeah, good luck with your crypto and Cardano investment.